Hey guys, it's Mark Shay here, and you're watching Exploring Music. Check it out. I am who I am, why can't you see? Okay guys, remember, if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, you gotta click subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, this is tips for a better performance. This one's about stage fright and making mistakes on stage, because they kind of go together. So how do you deal with stage fright? What is stage fright? Basically, stage fright is a fear to do something in front of others. So this isn't just for performers, for public speaking and all that sort of stuff. You know, but that's what it is in essence, is you care what they're thinking. Ooh, how do you overcome that? Simple question, you don't care. You know, you've got to, if you have stage fright, you got to stop caring what people think of you. Okay, you want to care that you're doing a good job and you're entertaining people and you want to give them a good time by, you know, showcasing your talents and all that. But if they don't like you, who cares? Really? You know, oh, birds. But yeah, that's what it comes down to, is you don't care about the haters, pretty much. That's what it's about. You got to think, what is the worst thing that could happen to you on stage? Because that's what it comes down to, is most people that have stage fright, they're scared they're going to make a mistake, or that they're going to screw up, or something embarrassing is going to happen and all that. And what I always tell people is, what is the worst thing that could happen to you on stage? And of course people go, oh, I forget the words, or I stuff up, and all that sort of stuff. Well, to me, the worst thing would be you'd walk out on stage, something happens and all your clothes fall off and you're standing there naked in front of 1,000 people. You know, that's not, don't go there, don't go there with the images. You don't want to imagine me naked, no way. But yeah, but you know, that would be my worst nightmare on stage. But at the end of the day, it's a moment that's embarrassing to me. Everyone will probably laugh, everyone will make fun of me. But then what happens? Within a week or 2 weeks, you know, even if the most dreaded thing happens, you're totally horrified and embarrassed, people move on. You know, you do a killer show the next night, you know, and of course there's going to be some idiots that'll, you know, snicker and go, oh, did you see what happened to him last night and all that sort of stuff. But things move on. You know, in a week's time, you're old news. There's something in news happened, and they'll pick on someone else that's had an embarrassing moment on stage. That's sort of the worst that can happen. You know, unless you flick your guitar and you kill somebody or something like that. You know, but we're not going to anything that is just, you know, you can't come back from. But we're talking about things that would make you nervous and scared on stage. And so for a lot of people, that would be making a mistake. You know, they would be embarrassed by it. But so what? And the whole thing, what I'll get to in a minute, is the mistakes don't matter. But you really got to stop caring about someone's view of you and putting a value on your self-worth from another person's opinion. Don't worry about what John Doe's opinion of you is, or Jane Citizen, or whoever. You know, if who cares what they really think about you, especially if it's negative, because that doesn't count on who you are as a person. That doesn't reflect on your worth. So this is where you've really got to grow that thick skin. You go out there, you don't have to be arrogant about it. You just have to be confident about it and assertive. You know, you go out there and go, I know what I'm doing, let's go. And if you make a mistake that's embarrassing or whatever, or your clothes fall off or anything like that, you can move past it. You know, it's not the be all and end all of your career. And that's what a lot of people forget, So you really got to distance, you got to put that fear aside. You got to distance yourself from those fears. Whether it's performing, like singing or playing an instrument, or even just talking in front of a crowd. So that's what stage fright is. It's caring what people think, so you get anxious and in a bit of insecurity and all that from the fear of what they might think. And so you get nervous about it, and the problem is the more nervous you get and the more stage fright you got, the more you will stuff up. Right? Which is, of course, if you suffer from stage fright, that's not a good thing to tell you, but it's true. At the end of the day, you know, if you make a mistake and somebody really wants to, you know, and make fun of you and all that, just wipe it off. You know, water off a duck's back and move on. Do things. Because people are going to like what you do, and they'll come back to your shows. People are going to not like what you do, and they won't come back to your shows, and that's fine. That's just life. That's the way it is. So you really got to just let it go and stop caring what people might think if you make a mistake, if something embarrassing to you happens. Because at the end of the day, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. It's going to be a brand new day, a new day to rectify everything, change everything, and start again. And now, a word from our sponsors. Yeah, guys, I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk about what happens when you make mistakes on stage. But just before then, check out these guys. These guys are the ones that make it possible. Conceptual Creative and Lag Guitars. Here's little ads I made for them. Check them out, and then I'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, let me tell you about Conceptual Creative. They're absolutely awesome. You have to check them out. If you need a professional website done, if you need web hosting or other online services, they've got you covered. You've got to check them out. If you want to be a professional, you have to have a professional online presence. And for 90% of us, 99% of us, we need help with that, right? And Conceptual Creative can do that for you. You know, another thing that we don't think about is websites. We got our website. But not all websites. Most websites don't translate well on devices, and that's what everybody's watching now. They've got their phone or their iPad, and the websites don't come over well, and they look dodgy, or they don't even load. And it's like, you need a website that can cross devices, and Conceptual Creative can help you with that. So you got to do it right. Get professional help. See Conceptual Creative today. Yeah. Lag guitars, oh, they sound awesome. You gotta check them out. They feel great, they're reliable, they're durable. Oh, my guitars have been all over the country with me, and wow, they never let me down. So you gotta check them out if you want a good, reliable guitar on stage. If you're just starting out and you want to practice on something and that, they've got guitars for that too. So check out Lag Guitars, tell them Mark Shay sent you. Yeah. Not allowed to do what kids do today. And we're back. Okay, so now mistakes. Okay, this is the help with your stage fright, is by dealing with mistakes. Now, the thing to remember is the perfect gig is impossible. It's not out there. You'll never ever have a perfect gig. Out of all my years, I've never had a perfect gig. I've come close, but I've never had a perfect gig. Something always goes wrong. There's always going to be a mistake. It's how you deal with it, which is what the question is. How are you going to deal if you stuff up or you make a mistake? And the best thing to do, plow straight through it. Keep on going. You know, do it. Okay, you've made a mistake, boom. Just keep on going and just move on to the next part and get through the song. And then the next song after that, and the next song after that. It's just about keeping on going. So that's what's important, because mistakes are going to happen. You're never going to have mistakes. And some of the best gigs I've ever had were riddled with mistakes, only because, you know, mistakes happen. You can't always be perfect. and you'll never be perfect. You know, you always improve and you get better and better and better until you're really tight, but there's always going to be something that's gone wrong. You forget a word, or you forget a line, or you hit the wrong note on the guitar, or whatever. But you know what? 99% of people will not even remember a mistake if you've done your job right. If you've entertained them and you've given them a great time, they won't even, it's like, really? You know, what was the big deal about a mistake? So that's what you got to let go. You know, and one of the best moments came from a major mistake. You know, I was doing a cover gig, I was singing a rap song, and I'd done the first verse, and did the chorus, and I'm coming up to the second verse, and it's not coming. Where's the words? Where's the words? This is a rap song. And for you that might know, Eminem's Without Me. Without Me. Okay, this was a long time ago, and it's like I'm up on stage, I'm performing, and the second verse is coming, and I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Well, you know what I did? Okay, and the words were not there, and I don't know what happened, but I started rapping like I was rapping about forgetting the words and how I had to keep going. I don't know what I said. I can't remember what I said for the life of me, but it was in time, it rhymed, it rocked, everyone was cracking up laughing, and everyone had a ball, and I plowed through it just making up words as I was going along, and then I hit the chorus and just went back into the song, and boom, you know, and at the end of the song everyone just cheered and they absolutely had a ball, and it was a big stuff up that I just, you know, I could not tell you, I could not do it again. I don't think, you know, on the spot like that would be so perfect. But that was one of the most memorable moments in performing for me, and how it just came off, and it was just so organic, and it was just amazing, and it was fun, and everybody enjoyed themselves. Nobody was like, oh, you stuffed up the words, you know, or anything like that. So don't stress about that stuff. Just plow on through, have fun while you're doing it. That's the important thing. That's what you're there to do. You're there to enjoy yourself, perform to the crowd, have fun, let them have a good time back, and just keep going. So even if you make heaps of mistakes, that don't matter if they're having fun. So that's what you got to remember. You got to perform and entertain your crowd, mistakes or not. Because I can guarantee you, you'll never ever have a perfect gig. If you do, that's probably the time to retire, because you'll never top it. But it's just, get out there and enjoy it. And no matter how bad you stuff up, even if you stuff up so bad that you're like, oh, I can't do the song, I can't finish the song, you know, that's it, I'm done. Well, don't go defeated. Don't bring down the mood of the night. Make fun of yourself in front of everybody. You know, go, oh my God, either try again or just like, oh, that one needs a bit more practice. You know, but mistakes will happen, and as long as you deal with it right, you will have a ball. Your crowd will have a ball. Yeah, and it'll be a great night. But just do not harp on them as well. That's another part that leads to stage fright. Is like, oh, I made a mistake last week on this song, and oh, what if I do it again? Oh, I don't want to go in front of the crowd and make a mistake and make an idiot of myself and all that sort of crap. So you know, I've actually got songs in my set that I seem to make a mistake. I can rehearse and be spot on perfect. The minute I go out in front of a crowd, I seem to stuff it up. There's about 2 or 3 songs, and it's just like I never get them right. Something always happens and I stuff up somewhere, and it's just become a thing now where I'm like, oh, I'll give this a go again, see if I can get through it this time, you know. And it's just one of those things. So have fun, enjoy yourself, rock the stage. Don't worry about what anybody thinks. lose that stage fright, leave it at the door. Get out there, be bold, be happy, and go get them. Because that's what it's about. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. So go, and don't worry about the crowd. Be confident. Know that you know what you're doing, because by the time you get on stage, you should know what you're doing. So if a mistake does happen, so what? Who cares? Plow through, finish the song, keep going. That's what you do, and that's how you overcome stage fright. Just forget about what, because if a stranger thinks of you negatively, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. So don't worry about it. Enjoy the people that are enjoying you and who like what you do, and give to them. If haters are going to hate, let them hate. Stuff it. Forget about them. Just get up on stage, know that you know what you're doing, and enjoy yourself, because that's what it's about. I'm Mark Shay. This is Exploring Music. See ya! This episode of Exploring Music is brought to you by Lag Guitars and Conceptual Creative. Check them out today. Hit the like button and comment and tell me what you think of this video. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos.